Hello everyone, this is the AKK FX3 Ultimate VTX, and there are some interesting components on this little guy. We see we have the MMCX connector, we see we have the u.fl, we have a button we can use to change the LEDs for our bands and channels, if you can see that on my big finger. Let me get a pointer, and that's better. So we got these LEDs across the top, and this little guy over here is a microphone. I am oftentimes asked about how do I get audio in my videos, and then I have to explain how I have a stationary camera and I sync the FPV feed to the stationary camera, and I get rid of the video out of the stationary camera, and that records the audio for us. So as you can see, we have a number of wires down here, and let's go through those real quick. So this runs smart audio. So if you have a flight controller with an extra UART, you can connect this wire directly up to it, and then you get smart audio controls. You do have to select that in the port configuration though. And then we have our 5-volt output, so we could take that to our camera, and then our ground to complete that. And here we go to our VTX. So this is our video. So if you have an OSD in your flight controller, which most really do anymore, so this would go to your flight controller, and then you have your power and ground, and power is reported to take between 7 and 24 volts. So that's quite impressive, but even more impressive is the fact that this VTX has a power output all the way up to 600 milliwatts. So it steps, it goes from 25 milliwatt, 200 milliwatt, 400 milliwatt, 600 milliwatt. And that is something else I hear often, is that our VTXs and micros don't go high enough on the milliwatt to give you clean video. Apparently many of you fly in very difficult environments, and so more power output might help you keep a clean image in your goggles. And if that's the case, you might want to take a look at this. I don't have a build to put this in just yet. Well, I have one planned, I just don't have it done yet. I wanted to give you a quick look at this. It does look like, you see that shape there? Doesn't that look like another VTX that we've been seeing? The Eachine TX01, 02, and 03s, and possibly other models as well. You can see it's got some solder pads here on the side. So this looks to be the brains, and this looks to be some sort of extra components for audio, and probably smart audio for changing our channel and our input. If you're not familiar with smart audio, the big draw with that is being able to change your bands and channels and your power output right through your OSD. So you're in the goggles and you're on the sticks, and you can change all those settings through the features of the OSD. And that's quite handy, especially if you're flying with others, or if you need to change bands and channels in flying in a race style, which is with others as well. The last thing I will show you is that it does come with a pigtail. If you'd like to do that, install this in a build that requires that. And the MMCX, one of the big draws is, as Bardwell puts it, they're made to where they can marry up a lot more often than u.fls. If you've popped a few u.fls on and off, you may find that your connector on one end or the other just has become a little bit weak, and so it just doesn't hold much anymore. So with an MMCX, you can do that many more times. So if you have a habit of either changing antennas or tearing them out, this might be a good option for you. As of tonight, when I'm looking at this, it comes in at $18.99. Might be a good option for your next build. I plan on putting it in possibly this FlyFox number 4. Should be running 2.5-inch props. We've seen that just recently with the FlyFox. This is a little bit of a smaller frame, so I will be installing this along with some other components I've been waiting to use in a build when we'll get to see the power output of the FX3 Ultimate. If you have any questions or comments about this product, please leave those in the section down below. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.